Here we go. I knew this shit would happen. I knew it was going to happen. When you wait this long to release your PC specs for a game that's launching within the next 2 weeks, you just have to have a feeling that the game itself is going to be delayed, and that shed light this morning. Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC has been delayed until March 24th from its original January 27th release date that was already set. Oh man, it fucking sucks for those of us who have been patient for the PC release of Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, of course, we've been asking for this ever since the release of GTA 5 on last gen consoles, finally getting some light shed when the next gen announcement was made for GTA 5, and then finally getting a date which was set, I believe, a month or two after the next gen consoles in January 27. But now we gotta wait another around 2 months for this game, and that fucking, it's hard. But at the same time, I understand what Rockstar is doing, and I understand why they're doing it. Rockstar is very passionate about their games, very passionate about their games, and they want to make shit as perfected as it possibly can be, especially with probably their most critically acclaimed title to date in GTA 5. They want to keep that status along with the PC version, and they don't want to run into what they ran into with Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC, which ran like absolute shit at launch. And I know they don't want to deal with the same shit that went on last year with a lot of AAA releases such as Watch Dogs, Battlefield 4, and the fucking horribly optimized Assassin's Creed Unity. I know they don't want to deal with that shit and have horrible launches like similar to how those were. So I get what Rockstar's doing, and yeah, honestly, I'm not even mad. I was pissed at first when I first heard it. I was like, man, come on. Another fucking pushback, another wait, but better optimization is worth the time. What I really don't understand is why wait this long to tell this. I have a strong feeling that they knew that this date would be pushed back long before even the new year started. Because if you look at how specs are dropped, Evolve specs just released, I believe, last week, and the game is coming out in February. The Witcher 3, which has been delayed itself, which is another AAA title that I really was looking forward to. In fact, it was my most anticipated game of this year, has been pushed back from its February date all the way until May. But its PC specs are already out. So with Rockstar releasing the PC specs officially within the next 2 weeks, within the 2 weeks that we had left for the original launch, that shit was skeptical. I knew the date was gonna get pushed back. It was just a matter of them finally coming out and telling us, and they did. But other good news, they finally released the PC specs for Grand Theft Auto 5. At least now you have enough time to go ahead and upgrade, or configure whatever you need to configure for your PC enabled in order to run the game. Alright, for a minimum, we're looking at anywhere from Windows 8.1 and surprisingly to Windows Vista, all 64-bit systems. If you're not running a 64-bit PC by now, then you're really behind. You really fucking need a 64-bit PC. 32 is just not cutting it with most games now. And then for CPUs, we're looking at an Intel Core Quad Q6600. I haven't heard about that damn CPU in a minute. Clocked at 2.40 gigahertz, and then an AMD Phenom 9850 clocked at 2.5 gigahertz. That is not really that bad. That's for minimum. And then for RAM, which is surprisingly only 4 gigabytes of RAM is needed to run this game, when the norm is starting to become 8 gigabytes. So yeah, most of us have at least 8 gigabytes of RAM, even if we're not even gaming. So that shouldn't be a problem for most gamers. And then for GPUs, we're looking at 9800 GT and an AMD HD 4870, all at DirectX either 10, 10.1, or 11 in order to run this game. And then going into the recommended specs, anywhere from Windows 8.1 to Windows 7, all 64-bit. And then for CPUs, an Intel i5 3470 clocked at 3.2 gigahertz, and then an AMD FX 8350 clocked at 4 gigahertz, which is its default. It doesn't start off any lower than that. And then for RAM, we're looking at 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is the norm, like I said. And then for GPUs, which is probably the most important part to most PC gamers looking forward to getting this game, the GPUs are not that demanding for this game. 660 GTX 660 and an HD 7870, 2 gigabytes of VRAM for both GPUs. That is not bad at all. In fact, that is pretty much almost exact to what next gen consoles are running, especially that HD 7870, which is what next gen graphics are similar to in that card. But what really surprised me was the hard drive space that's needed to run this game at 65 gigabytes. I was expecting around 40, but now that I think about it, it's probably because it's probably adding in GTA Online along with GTA 5. So I'm not even mad. I was at first, but now I'm like, you know, Rockstar, go ahead and do what you do. Make it run as good as Max Payne 3, because that game ran like fucking butter on PC. That was probably Rockstar's greatest optimization, period. But anyway, that's the news for you guys today. It sucks, but hey, trust me, if it's optimized well, it was well worth it. This is IDCL, and I'm out. Peace. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, and there will be more reviews, gameplay, and commentaries to come. And by the way, if you like the music, it's done by none other than Slang D. Link down in the description. Make sure you go check out his channel and subscribe to that shit too, because this dude makes some bomb ass beats.